Hey, what's going on? It's your boy JP the Third. Happy Money Monday. So today we're going to be talking about how to use any job to get rich. Before we do that though, there are a couple truths that you're going to have to understand and a couple myths that we're going to have to bust. So this might be a wake-up call for some of you guys. Just a spoiler alert. First and foremost, a job is not an end-all be-all. A lot of people almost rest their entire futures on a job, which is pretty much an agreement between you and a company that you're going to work for them and you're going to do X, Y, Z, and they're going to pay you, 1, 2, 3. But you can't stake your lives on just an agreement. A lot of people, they're like, well, I'm going to go all in on my next job or the next thing. That's a problem. You can't do that. Another myth that you're going to have to recognize is, it's about how much money you make. It's not about how much you make, but it's about how you use your money and your financial intelligence, the caliber of the decisions you're making for your life and your money. So there's just a couple truths that you're gonna have to recognize before we can go ahead and get to it. Okay. So number one, you have to understand that people are progressive beings, and what that means is we're always striving to get better. The world is always changing. We're always creating new things that changes our world, right? And for proof of this, just look through history. We didn't used to have cars, airplanes, cell phones, but now we do, right? And it's only getting crazier. And so with that being said, it's obvious that work for you in 2008 isn't gonna cut it here in 2018. And what's cutting it now isn't gonna cut it in 2028. So we've always gotta be pushing the envelope. You're not gonna be able to just coast through life, right? The second truth that you're gonna have to recognize is you're always gonna need more money. It doesn't matter who you are. You might not want to get rich, and that's okay. You don't want to just be set up for now. You're going to be set up for the future, too. My brother just had surgery on his back less than a week ago. He could have been paralyzed forever. So now, he's in a position where he's not working. It's kind of putting me on the spot, am I in a position where I can take care of him financially? And honestly, I'm not, I can't go and be like, I'm going to pay your bills, Don't worry about your bills or anything like that. Just focus on your recovery. And the third truth that you're going to have to realize is that 78% of Americans who are working full-time are living paycheck to paycheck. 78% of people are living paycheck to paycheck, but not everybody has that appearance, right? Some people look like they're doing really well for themselves. So you need to understand that, or you really just need to focus on yourself. That's really the bottom line. You have to make sure that your financial situation is straight. You have to make sure, instead of worrying about, projecting that image, put that same energy into being a real thing. If you can get with those three things, then you're ready for the truth. How to use any job to get rich? Honestly, you just got to use your job to better yourself. You have to use your job to develop yourself, to create relevant skills that, are rare. So for example, I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory. So while I was there, I worked on my ability to sell people, my ability to understand people, to read body language, to hear cues in people's tones. And these are skills that are transferable. I'm using it right now as I'm giving you this, this little bit of game that's going to help you, step up your life and get your money game up. So there's always going to be things that you can do right now. Wherever you are, there's always opportunities. So when you start tuning in these opportunities and you start challenging yourself and you get off of autopilot, you start developing yourself and creating these different skills that you're going to be able to use whenever and wherever you are. These are going to be your fork and knives. These are going to be your utensils to eat. This is what's going to provide for you. While I'm giving you this talk right now, I'm working on my ability to communicate a message effectively. That's something that can get you paid, right? People are texting more than ever. People are using their phones more than ever. So that's definitely a relevant skill to be able to get people talking. Imprint yourself on people's minds, right? That's the secret. How to use any job to get rich. It's all about using your job to develop yourself, creating different skills, and just mastering yourself, really. If you found this helpful, or if you agree, or you can see where I'm coming from, even if you disagree, let me know what you thought about the video. Leave me some feedback in the comments. All right.